So back when there was TV still with the cable channel, you got news and then you bought a package with sports and cartoons. Okay, so you had sports, you had cartoons, a couple of movie channels, and the news. And then maybe if you wanted to also include some TV shows for adults. And it was like the only you had news, you had sports. Now today we still have news and sports only on cable TV. That hasn't changed. That's never gonna change because they want the fucking commercial money. They have a monopoly over their product, and that's never gonna change. We moved on 15, 20 years ago. They haven't moved on. 10 years, 15 years ago, they haven't moved on. But why the fuck today we've ruined it again? We ruined a very special thing. We got Netflix. Now, I used to take my dog to Video Flicks up Avenue Road, up the side streets. They had free water, free dog treats, and free popcorn. You could take a bag, pour the popcorn in the bag, give your dog treats, pick out a few movies, rent the movies for a week, watch the movies, bring them back. Pay the late fees. You're late a couple of days, they'll waive the late fees for you. That's how it worked for years and years. And that was my adventure. Go to Video Flicks with my dog, get a movie, come back. Now, Netflix came out still very early. And immediately they went out of business. Even though Netflix had fucking nothing on it. I mean, it was mainly VPN came out and people were illegally downloading movies, I think, which is what caused them to go out of business. Because Netflix really had nothing. Netflix still has nothing. I never watched Netflix. Which brings me to my point of this video. Why the fuck don't I watch Netflix? Because why the fuck is everything a TV show? Why is everything a TV show? You know what's a good TV show? Friends, Big Bang Theory, Modern Family, which I don't watch, Two and a Half Men, which I don't watch, Seinfeld, King of Queens, those comedy shows. Those are good TV shows. Everybody Loves Raymond. You turn on the TV, 5:30 rolls around, 6 o'clock rolls around, 6:30 rolls around, before sports comes on, and you would watch an episode of these comedy shows. And those go on for seasons and seasons and seasons, like 10 years running, like the Simpsons, like the motherfucking Simpsons. 30 years running, 50 years running, I don't know. Futurama, brought back to life. South Park, Family Guy. Now you got, what else is there? Rick and Morty. So these are fucking TV shows. Why the hell? I swear, y'all people have no life. Y'all people have no fucking life. If you are watching these fucking adult real life shows, not fantasy, maybe fantasy, but not cartoon and not comedy and not sports. If you're not watching a TV show that's about a cartoon, a comedy, or sports, and you're streaming TV shows, you are a fucking loser. Game of Thrones, 29 fucking seasons, fucking losers. Star Wars TV shows, fucking losers. Whatever the fuck you watch, fucking losers. You know who was the first person to do it? Star Trek. Star Trek was the first person to do it. Star Trek was going on since the fucking 70s. And I never watched it. Never watched a single episode of a Star Trek TV show. Until recently, because they're still making them 55,000 years later. I want to see what it's about. A loser show. So, where do you go to get your real adult entertainment content from? The fucking movie theater. Tell me one thing you remember about a TV show that's not comedy, sports, or animation. Tell me one thing you remember about Dexter. Tell me one thing you remember about... I don't even know any. Other than Game of Thrones. What's one thing you remember from Game of Thrones? Tell me one episode you remember from Game of Thrones in detail. Now think of a movie. Think of a fucking movie. Think of a Star Trek movie. Think of a Lord of the Rings movie. Think of a Harry Potter movie. Think of a Star Wars movie. Think of a Game of Thrones movie. What would be one thing you would remember from that movie? And then circulating all over the internet, the montages, the tributes, the musical videos, the clips and edits and video tributes towards that film, and using clips from that movie. That would make it last eternal. The actors win awards, and it's gone and done. You sit there for 3 hours, you learn a fucking ton about the story, a ton about the world, a ton about the actors and the character development, and the plot twist, and it's dynamic and it's action packed. You learn everything you need to learn in 3 hours. Why the fuck would I need to watch? I want to. So, because Star Wars Andor came out. Season 1 is a pile of shit. There was one good episode. One good episode where I was like, by the time you get to the 5th episode, it's 5 hours, bro. 5 hours for a Star Wars TV show. I watched 5 hours. We get to the 5th hour, and it's a good twist. It's a good twist. So I was like, whoa. I felt rewarded. I felt, even though the first 3-4 hours were completely unrelated, but I had to battle through those 3 to 4 hours to get to episode 5. And I was like, yeah. And I wouldn't watch it. But why do I have to watch it? Because they say, I haven't got to season 2 yet, but season 1 was not what they say it is supposed to be. It's not what they say it's supposed to be. They said this, since we haven't had a movie since 2017. 2017 was the last movie. That's almost 10 years ago, if my math is correct. Almost as long as I haven't had sex for, but I haven't had sex even longer. They say this is the bridge between episode 3 and episode 4. Episode 4 was the first Star Wars movie to ever be made in 1979. Episode 3 was the last prequel to ever be made. 2004, 5? I don't know. So, and why is that significant? Because it's between the Sith and the Empire. They fucked the First Order. The last 3 movies, the Disney movies, were about the First Order. Now they say we fucked that, even though it's made by Disney. They say we fucked that, and we were talking about the Empire now. So we're talking about the Sith were defeated in episode 3. In episode 3, Obi-Wan defeated Anakin Skywalker, and there was a big level of tension and nothing going on. And they say Andor is the bridging between what happened with Obi-Wan and the universe until the Empire rose to power and started making the plans for the Death Star. Now, when you say something like that, when you say something like that, that is the biggest fucking bombshell in this. If you don't follow Star Wars, what I'm saying means absolutely nothing to you. But this is, think about a franchise that's been alive for now 45 years. 45 years, and you got everything that comes with the video games, the memorabilia, how it makes people feel, the whole culture. Star Wars is a fucking culture. It's a fucking culture. So, the biggest fucking revelation of the entire culture, you are bringing about how the Death Star was formed, how Emperor Palpatine came to power, how Darth Vader came to power, how the entire Empire. So Star Wars was the first cinematic event to make an empire, and it was a time of like evil. You have an empire and you have rebels. So now we're talking about how the entire fucking empire was formed. How the entire fucking empire was formed. And we're gonna go through the Death Star, the military, the stormtroopers, Chancellor Palpatine, Darth Vader, and all the other Sith commanders, Emperor commanders. And when you say something like that, and then You make it into 24 1-hour episodes. 24 hours. I don't even know if there's going to be any more if they're done. Apparently they're done. And people are sad that they're done. 24 fucking hours. I don't want to watch 24 hours of anything. I don't want to watch 24 hours of the same thing. But when you make it out to be the single most important thing that has ever happened in Star Wars history up till date, and you say it's contained in 24 hours, and then I watch these 24 hours, and there's not a single Jedi, there's not a single character that was around before or after. In the time of the Empire and the time of the prequels, there is no character. I don't see R2-D2. You made up some fucking droids. You made up some protagonists. You made up antagonists. You made up characters. You made up planets. You made up technology. You made up cast. You made up everything. Nobody from this time. Nobody from this time. I am watching a fucking 8. I got to season episode 9. So I'm watching 9 hours of a dude that doesn't carry around a lightsaber, doesn't carry around a blaster, doesn't carry around a droid to help him, doesn't carry around a spaceship, has fucking nothing. He is some fucking hobo. He is some motherfucking hobo. And I gotta watch 9 hours, and then I gotta watch the next season 2, 12 more hours to find out the single biggest bombshell to drop in the Star Wars fucking universe. The single biggest bombshell. And nobody at Lucasfilms, George Lucas himself, didn't think of, you want to make a film explaining how the Empire came to power? You know, the very essence of what the fuck, how I became a $5 billion person? How I became a multi-billionaire from the Empire? And you want to make a story that explains how the Empire came to existence? Why don't I make a movie about it? Why don't I make a few movies about it? No, we're gonna have a little Disney Plus show of 24 fucking episodes with a $10 million budget. It looks like $10 million budget. Some shitty ass planet, some shitty ass broken spaceships, some shitty ass droids, some shitty ass everything. Shitty ass everything. And I didn't watch season 2. So are you telling me that all this shit that I watched from season 1 was being shit on purpose? On purpose shit? Because he came from nothing. Man, fuck off. He came from nothing. He was in shit. And then they became rich in season 2. And the entire thing was on purpose. The entire thing was on purpose. You're telling me that's going to happen in season 2. And it's not just going to be a continuation of garbage. A continuation of garbage. I'm gonna skip ahead to season 2 now. And watch. I'm into my vlog. Vlog. Video log. So, yeah, so no movie. No movie. And you guys are just wasting stories because I don't remember anything that happened. As a matter of fact, I don't remember anything that happened from Game of Thrones. I watched 5-6 episodes of Game of Thrones. I don't remember anything from any TV series. And I remember everything from movies. And I don't remember anything from TV shows. TV shows are not movies. No matter how much money Netflix makes. Unless it's animation. So animation, sports, comedy. Other than that, y'all are fucking losers. Like, You don't. It just goes in one ear, out the other ear. It's just brainwashing zombie. You're just a zombie vegetable sitting in front of a fucking screen. You don't remember anything from it. You don't. There's no story. There's nothing. It's such low quality. It's low quality because a movie's always going to be better. A movie's always going to be better. A movie's more well thought out, well scripted, and the script is just for those 2 hours. The script is bomb. And y'all make these TV shows. I gotta watch this season 2, but every Star Wars, I watch fucking Ahsoka. I watch fucking every Marvel TV show they made. Every fucking Marvel. The only good Marvel TV show they made was X-Men '97 reboot, which is a fucking anime. I watched Hawkeye. I watched Loki. Loki was good, but it could have been a fucking movie. It could have been a fucking movie because the amount of content that was good in it was about half an hour of stuff. I didn't need to sit through 6 hours of random garbage. 6 hours of random garbage. I could have easily seen Owen Wilson and Tom Hiddleston do a phenomenal job in a fucking movie. I didn't have to sit through 2 seasons. I could have watched not Jonathan David, that's a soccer player. John Majors, is that his name? John Majors, the guy who was a fucking excellent actor, excellent villain, with the best role, Kang the Conqueror. I read the comic books. Kang is one of my favorite characters. I just discovered him when that TV show came out, and I looked at the comics. Completely different. He's not the guy. TV show is not the guy in the comics. They're completely different, but same name. And wow, that guy's remarkable. But apparently his girlfriend, he was running away from his girlfriend. So him and his girlfriend got into a fight. He's not guilty, but because that Disney is so fickle. Disney fires you for no fucking reason. They fired Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp was a victim of domestic assault, domestic abuse for years and years. And Disney fired him because he went to court. Jonathan Majors was found not guilty. His girlfriend just dropped. No, so he went to court with his girlfriend, right? And now him and his girlfriend are engaged. Are fucking engaged. I think that's what happened. So now, because what's he gonna tell his wife? We're happily married. Can you go back to Disney for me, honey, and tell them that you are now my wife, and that I didn't abuse you because we were happily married, and they should forgive me for abusing you in that court case. And I will become the greatest villain. They changed, so Robert Downey Jr. is the villain in Avengers Doomsday. It's $1 billion budget. Doomsday. It wasn't supposed to be Doomsday. I don't know how that's gonna do, because it was supposed to be the Kang dynasty. It was supposed to be Kang. It was supposed to be Jonathan Majors, not Robert Downey Jr. Now they're introducing Doom. But it wasn't about Doom. It was about Kang, who is the master of time. And it was so well done, because all this shit about time travel and time and parallel universes is very bullshit, because they never explain it. They never fucking explain it. In Star Trek, in Stargate, in Star Wars, they don't do it, but you'd think they do. Star Wars doesn't use time. Maybe it does. I don't know. Maybe even Star Wars. And in Marvel, and in DC, and Batman. Everywhere they use these multiple universes, and even the Avengers, and time travel, and all of that. They never fucking explain it, and there's no consequences. The writers just, like fairy tales, drop shit out of the sky and write what happens, whatever the fuck they want. But Kang, he was the master at the end of time. And based what happened in Loki, which could have been a movie, but based on what happened in the first 6 episodes of Loki, explained beautifully explained how that concept works. They had something called the TVA, the Time Variance Authority. They developed an entire governing body, an entire commission, which was the huge fucking policing power to control time. You had sub timelines, you had patrollers who patrolled the timelines, you had directors, you had cases, you had prisoners from the timeline. They developed an entire fucking working method of how multiple timelines could exist with the motherfucking Time Variance Authority. With the motherfucking Time Variance Authority. And the controller of the Time Variance Authority at the end of time, and the mechanism, there was fucking machines built to control this time. Machines and how the machines worked. And the person that built the machine to first control time was Kang. Was fucking Kang. And he sits at the end of time and knows all and sees all. And that was so fucking nice to see, because it was different. Completely different. It's not about time travel. It's not about multiple universes. It's about the fucking mechanism of how that worked. The goddamn mechanism. And it was so well done. And I was so looking forward to a movie. So looking forward to a movie. That would have been my favorite. That would have been the only movie I wanted to see from Marvel for the time being. The only one. But no, he went to court with his girlfriend, who he's now married to, and we don't get Jonathan Major. And he was the perfect guy for the role. The perfect fucking guy for the role. The perfect motherfucking guy for. He played it perfectly. Did you see the last episode of Loki? Did you see how he fucking maniacal and contemplating and all-knowing he was and behaving? And now we're gonna get Doomsday. I mean, I just went on a rant because I was saying you how I watched all the TV shows. I watched Loki, I watched Hawkeye, I watched Moon Knight, I watched everything they came out with, because I gotta keep up with Marvel, I gotta keep up with Star Wars. I watched the Penguin from Batman, the Penguin. Could have been a movie. Could have been a fucking movie. Could have been a fucking movie. How the fuck am I supposed to keep up with fucking 10 hours of Penguin? Do I really need to watch 10 hours of Penguin? Does anyone really need to watch 10 hours? And he won an Oscar for it. He won an Emmy for it. He's going to win another Oscar for it. He's going to win another Emmy for it. Does that fucking matter? I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Do we really need an Oscar for 10 hours of Penguin? 10 hours of fucking Penguin. No Batman. No Batman. No Robin. No anyone. No Bruce Wayne. No Alfred. No nothing. 10 hours of fucking Penguin. 10 hours of Penguin. Do we need 2 seasons of Loki? Do we need six hours of Hawkeye? Do we need 6 hours of Moon Knight? Make a fucking movie. No one knows Moon Knight exists because no one pays for Disney Plus. Disney's like this. Disney's like this. Disney's like. No one's buying Disney Plus. I went to a poker game. I was trying to hit on the girl. She told me she loves Disney. She buys Netflix. She buys Amazon Prime. She buys Crave, HBO. She buys everything. Doesn't buy Disney Plus. At the time, Disney Plus was $9. $9 it was for Disney Plus. $9. She's like, nope, I don't buy Disney Plus. That's the only one I don't have. I don't have Disney Plus. So how the fuck is anybody supposed to watch Moon Knight? How the fuck is anybody supposed to watch Hawkeye? How the fuck is anybody supposed to watch Loki? Nobody fucking remembers it. Nobody. It goes in one ear, out the other ear. In one ear, out the other ear. And then when the movie does come out, like the next Avengers, Oh man, WandaVision. WandaVision could have been a movie. I had to watch. Again, WandaVision has some good parts. Why does it have good parts? This is my next point. Because it has fucking bombshell script, bombshell elements of the story, bombshell elements of the story. So that's why it's good. That's why all these TV shows are good, because they're dropping shit that should belong in a movie into spreading it over 50 billion episodes. 50 billion episodes. So then when the movie comes out, you're like, oh, I didn't watch episode 30 fucking 8,000, and I don't know, I'm not up to date anymore. I gotta go back and watch 30,000 episodes of this to find out what happened in the story. Guy dies in the TV show. Guy dies in the motherfucking TV show. A main character dies in the fucking TV show. You go to the movies. $2 billion box office. Nope, you shouldn't go to the $2 billion box office. You should go to Disney Plus and watch the guy die in the fucking TV show on Disney Plus. $2 billion TV show. $2 billion TV show. TV shows are fucking all of them. I watched them all. I watched Game of. Let me pull up the ones I watch. Put up the ones I watch. Let's go Marvel. So, Loki, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. All of a sudden, the movie comes out with the Black Captain America. Now, we gotta support it. Movie was shit. The TV show, how he became Black Captain America, because he had to fight and earn it. So how he became Black Captain America is in the TV show. And that TV show got great earnings, got great reviews, but it's not a fucking movie. Why did they have to make the movie about Harrison Ford and not the movie about Bucky and how he became Captain America? Couldn't they make a movie about that? Why is that? Why is the most important plot in a TV show? So, WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Loki, What If, Shang-Chi. If I was going to make a TV show, I'd make it about Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi gets a movie. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Nothing at all to fucking do with Marvel. Just because he's Asian. Just because he's fucking Asian, he gets a movie. He gets a fucking blockbuster, billion-dollar budget because he's Asian. Because they need an Asian superhero. So they make the Marvel ladies, the Indian girl. The Indian girl needs a movie. The Marvels. The Indian girl needs a movie. $1 billion budget for an Indian girl. $1 billion budget for an Asian guy. And then they complain. They need opportunities. They need equal opportunities. You just got your own fucking movie for being Indian and Asian. From Marvel. From the king of budget. Marvel has spent total $8 billion or $7 billion in all of history of time, and made $50 billion in all history of time. Marvel is a cash cow. And you get your own Marvel movie for being Asian, for being Indian. That could have been a TV show, Shang-Chi, but no, it's a movie. Hawkeye TV show, Moon Knight TV show, She-Hulk TV show, Miss Marvel. So you got Marvels, which is the Indian girl, and then you got Miss Marvel. Was Miss Marvel a TV show? Okay, she got her TV show as well. She got a TV show and a movie. Miss Marvel, or is that a movie? I don't fucking know. It's a TV show, Indian girl. How the fuck am I supposed to know? Secret Invasion, Samuel L. Jackson. Before Samuel L. Jackson dies, before a Hollywood A-list actor dies, Let's not give him a movie. Let's not give him a movie. Why? Because we are so fair and we love our older generation. We love our old people. We are so fair and honest. Samuel L. Jackson has been with us since Avengers 1. Since Avengers Mother... He started the Avengers! He started the fucking Avengers! Not Tony Stark. Samuel L. Jackson did. Nick Fury. So, how are we going to respect the oldest actor who is close to his dying days? Are we going to give him his own movie? No. We're going to give him a TV show, Secret Invasion. Secret fucking ball sack. Who is going to watch that shit? And it had Russians in it. It had Skrulls in it. Could have been a great movie. Russians and Skrulls. Russians and secret shapeshifters. Shapeshifters and Russian spies. Could have been a great movie. And Samuel L. Jackson as the star. Respect to Samuel L. Jackson. Respect to the founder of the Avengers. Blockbuster movie. No. TV show. And of course I gotta fucking watch it. Why do I gotta watch it though? How much money are you making from this TV show? How much fucking money are you possibly making from this shitty show? Just because it has Samuel L. Jackson on the cover. I'm sure he loves sitting through hours and hours on set for less and less money than a blockbuster film. I'm sure he loves that. Because we all know Secret Invasion is just as popular and as successful as Friends sitcom. So he's going to make per episode as much in an episode as Rachel and Ross did in a Friends sitcom. That's how much Samuel L. Jackson's pulling in from filming Secret Invasion as well. What else? In my opinion, Deadpool and Wolverine could have been a fucking TV show. A scar, a stain on Hugh Jackman's legacy as Wolverine. A stain on Deadpool, but Deadpool's already a fucking permanent stain. He's a lifelong stainer. But a stain on Logan. So that could have been a fucking TV show. But because it's Marvel, it's the number one X-rated movie in the history of Hollywood. Number one X-rated movie. Bunch of bullshit. Could have been a TV show. Daredevil. Now Daredevil, I cannot get into. If there was a Daredevil movie, a new Daredevil movie, I would get into that. I think a lot of people would get into that. But a Daredevil show on Disney Plus, can't fucking do it. Now we got Ironheart and Eyes of Wakanda. Why is Tom Holland getting movie after? How many movies has Tom Holland been in Marvel? He's got 4 fucking independent Spider-Mans. No one has had 4 fucking Spider-Mans. Not Andrew Garfield, not Tobey Maguire. Nobody in history of Marvel has had 4 fucking standalone Spider-Mans. Tom Holland is fucking 28 years old. How old is Tom Holland? He's 20. He just turned 29 this year. Like I said, he just turned 29 this year. 4 fucking standalone Marvel films. 4 standalone Marvel films, all Spider-Man. Plus, how many Avengers has he been in? 0 TV shows. So why does Tom Holland get all the fucking movies and not a single TV show? You put everyone else in a TV show. You put Sam Wilson, what's his name in real life? Anthony Mackie. You put Anthony Mackie all over TV shows. You put who's Wanda? Elizabeth Olsen all over TV shows. You put Vision all over TV shows. Who else? You put Samuel L. Jackson in TV shows. You put Hawkeye in TV shows. You put Moon Knight in TV shows. You put Loki all over TV shows. 2 seasons. But Tom Holland is more fucking important than all of them. Why Tom Holland more important than all of him? Is it because he is young, skinny, white, attractive boy? Is it because he is skinny, young, white, attractive boy? Because I see dozens and dozens of Spider-Man TV shows, none of them live action. None of them live action. So, why do we have live action Captain America? Why a series? Why do we have live action Loki series? Live action WandaVision series. But we don't have live action Spider-Man series. Why? Do you think it's because Spider-Man is more suited for movies? Or is it because Spider-Man is played by a skinny white guy? Skinny, young, good-looking white guy. Skinny, young, good-looking white guy. That is fucking too ballsy now for TV. And he only belongs in movies. And getting paid billions of dollars for movies. Why is Tom Holland four movies? He's probably in 10 movies by now. 10 movies. At least 8. At least 8. Moon Knight. Who is the actor for Moon Knight? Who the fuck is the fucking actor for Moon Knight? Some popular guy. Who is the actor? Who is... Is it Oscar Isaac? He's a fucking phenomenal actor. Is it Oscar Isaac? Is that his name? Now, Oscar Isaac, terrific actor. Terrific fucking actor. Latino, 46-year-old male from Guatemala City, Guatemala. He's won awards. National Society of Film Critics. Let's see his awards. Watch this. Watch me fucking break your balls, Marvel. Watch me fucking break your balls, Marvel. Best Actor for National Society of Film Critics. Wait a minute. We're going to look at his awards, his credentials, and then we're going to look at Tom Holland's credentials. And who deserved to have a mini TV series on Disney Plus, and who deserved 4 fucking independent films as the lead role. So, Oscar Isaac. It doesn't say, Wikipedia doesn't say. He definitely earned awards. He was nominated for the Golden Globe Award, Screen Actors Guild Award, Primetime Emmy Award for Best Actor in a miniseries. In a miniseries. September 9th through the 11th, these two teams may be battling for playoff positioning, seeding, buys, that sort of thing. Tickets are still available. Visit bluejays.com/tickets to get yours today. Tough news for the Astros yesterday, Buck. Their closer, Josh Hader, 28 saves and 29 opportunities. Wow, look at that. Ain't that a shame? He was nominated for... How the fuck do you even win one of these in a fucking miniseries or an anime? Nominated for a Golden Globe Award in a fucking miniseries. 46-year-old. Nominated for a Golden Globe Award, Screen Actors Guild Award, Primetime Emmy Award for Best Actor in a miniseries. Tom Holland received BAFTA Rising Star Award and became the youngest actor to play a title role in an MCU film. And all he earned from it, from all his 4 movies, was BAFTA Rising Star Award. That's something. That's something. That's about all I can find. I don't see any other awards. What other awards? Okay, so let's see. He won the Rising Star Award. He was in Captain America as well, in which he won Best Male Newcomer. In 2020, Spider-Man Far From Home, he won Best International Actor. He's international. Clearly, he looks international. Clearly, he looks international and speaks internationally. He won Best International Actor. The Jupiter Award. He won a couple of MTV Awards for Spider-Man No Way Home. Best Performance in a Movie. Best Performance in a Movie. Best Performance in a Movie from MTV. Nickelodeon's Kid Choice Awards. Best Performance by a Younger Actor. Is this guy 29? Is Tom Holland 29? Or is he fucking 16? Is he 16 or is he 29? I don't know. To me, it looks like Oscar Isaac, 46-year-old Latino, may have deserved the shot with Moon Knight. May have fucking deserved the shot at Moon Knight. Oscar Isaac. He's got the credentials. He was in some other popular movies. I forget what. What other movies was he in? Oh, he's in Star Wars. He's in Star Wars. He is Poe Dameron. That's the guy. Poe Dameron. Remember Poe Dameron? Poe Dameron in Star Wars. He definitely got an award for that, no? A fan of Inside Llewyn Davis, Abrams, described Isaac as a far more sophisticated actor than one might get for a role. Other than Ray, he was the best. Daisy Riddle, who was the main star, he was the next best actor. Not Finn, not the black guy Finn, but the Latino Oscar Robertson, 46-year-old. So he was starring in Star Wars, but not good enough to star in Marvel. But Tom Holland was in Captain America, was in the Avengers, plus 4 fucking standalone Spider-Man. And he's the only awards he's ever won is best 16-year-old. I won best 16-year-old. Once upon a fucking daydream. But I'm 33 now. I'm not 16. So TV shows versus movies. Let me check out Star Wars now. That was Marvel. Let me check out Star Wars. We got our movies. 2017, last Disney movie. Then we got Andor, which I'm going to check out season 2. Skeleton Crew. Mandalorian. God. You watched 4 fucking seasons of Mandalorian. Tell me something you remember. Tell me something you remember from 4 fucking seasons of Mandalorian. Tell me you left satisfied with your life, that you spent 4 seasons watching The Mandalorian. Tell me it has made your life better. You're a diehard Star Wars fan, and you didn't watch 12 movies. You didn't watch 20 movies of Star Wars. You watched 4 seasons of The Mandalorian, and it bettered your life. You became more knowledgeable. You learned something. You felt inspired. You have memories. You have good memories of watching 4 fucking seasons of The Mandalorian instead of 20 fucking Star Wars movies, which there aren't. There's only 9 Star Wars movies. The Acolyte, another fucking dick grab. The Acolyte. How Jedis were invented. How Jedi. We got this. Who the fuck is approving this shit? We got this idea how Jedis were invented. Instead of packing it up into a nice 3-hour film, we're gonna make a fucking kids TV show about how Jedis were fucking invented, and it's gonna tank. It's gonna get 2-star reviews. It's gonna get 2 fucking star reviews. It's gonna be the worst shit ever. Just woke. Worst woke shit ever. So I've seen Tom Holland, skinny, young, good-looking white guy, get fuck Marvel up the ass in Hollywood. I've seen Shang-Chi, an Asian, get a standalone film. And I've seen Miss Marvel, the Indian, get a standalone Hollywood film. So Indian got a film, Asian got a film, which shouldn't have been films. Nothing at all to do with Marvel. And then Tom Holland got fucked Marvel up the ass royally, without a condom. He fucked Marvel up the ass. Check this out. Han Solo, which doesn't star Han Solo, but it's about his life. So it's about his life. Was made into a movie. That could have been a TV show. You know what? It could have been a TV show. But if it was a TV show, it would have sucked even more balls. People say it sucked balls, but if it was a TV show, it would have sucked even more balls. Because it is a fucking movie, and I watched it because it's about Han Solo. How can you not love a movie about Han Solo? Because it is a movie about the life of early Han Solo, it has become one of my favorites from the Star Wars universe. One of my favorites. People might not like it, but it's got a romantic story. It's got a criminal heist. It's got murder, revenge, plot twists, everything you don't expect in a Star Wars movie. It's not just blasters and lightsabers. And because it is a fucking movie, it's become one of my favorites. I watched it many times. I've watched it over and over. People say, let's not watch this movie when we're together at someone's house. I say, I want to watch this movie anyways. When they leave, I watch the movie. Han Solo. If it was a TV show, it would mean nothing to me. But even though it could probably be a TV show, but for some magical reason, the stars aligned and lightning shone through the fucking cloudy nights and thunder struck, and for some reason the fucking executives were banging their head against the wall and doing cocaine, and they paused their cocaine to budget a movie about Han Solo. And so we got a movie about Han Solo. Let me see Prime Video. Let me see. There is no TV show. South Park. I love South Park. I'm gonna watch South Park forever. Simpsons, Family Guy, Futurama. Rick and Morty, whatever the fuck. Those are TV shows. Friends, that's a TV show. Comedy and anime. Comedy and anime. The Office. The Office. What the fuck is more successful, Game of Thrones or The Office? What brings you more joy, Game of Thrones or The Office? The Office. You think I'm gonna shit on The Office? It's a fucking comedy show. It's a fucking comedy show, The Office. And now everybody's trying to compete with The Office as a fucking serious murder psycho killer. You got a serious psycho killer, and that's supposed to compete with The Office. That's supposed to compete with the fucking Office. The Sopranos. Haven't watched a fucking episode of The Sopranos. Haven't watched a single fucking episode of The Sopranos. Not interested in watching 10 billion episodes. It's only won one Golden Globe. No, nominated for a Golden Globe. That's it. In 2000. House of the Dragon. Fallout. Even these murder mystery shows. CSI and Chicago PD, Chicago Med. Haven't watched an episode. Haven't watched an episode. Is it going to outcompete Friends? Is it going to outcompete The Office? Lord of the Rings. The Rings of Power. The Rings of Power. 4 fucking seasons of the Rings of Power. People hate that shit. People hate that shit. The only people who love the Rings of Power is the fucking Lord of the Rings Twitter group who has fucking screws in their brains. Who has fucking screws in their brains. Rings of Power. Lesbians. Fat, ugly black women. Not even black, just fat, ugly women. Black elves. Lesbians and gay dwarves. Rings of Power. The most woke shit ever. Let's take Lord of the Rings and make it woke. Let's make the orcs homosexual. Let's make the orcs transsexual. Let's make the orcs have gender equality. The Uruk-hai and the orcs have gender equality. Which gender is the fucking orc Uruk-hai? Let's make them adoptive parents. Adopt an orcling. Adopt an orcling. Rings of Power. The only other show I have watched 23 episodes and then watched more different series are educational shows. Educational shows. History of Egypt. History of physics. The galaxy and solar system and planets. Electronics, electrical engineering. I watch hours of this shit, bro. Hours of this shit. Algebra and mathematics. So, every show I have watched, okay? Every TV show I have watched, whether it was South Park, Simpsons, Family Guy, Futurama, The Office, Friends, Algebra, Electrical Engineering, History of Physics, Egypt, Comedy, Anime, and Education. Every single TV show I watched, I feel satisfied. I feel it was time well spent. I'm going to remember it 10 years down the road. I'm going to remember it. I don't watch it anymore because it's done. They don't make it anymore new. 10 years later, I'm going to remember it. 10 years later, I'm going to remember it. You tell me, when you watch Yellowstone, when you watch CSI, when you watch The Penguin, when you watch House of the Dragon, when you watch The Last of Us, when you watch The Sopranos, when you watch Rings of Power, when you watch The Boys, okay? When you watch Game of Thrones, you've watched them all. So I'm asking you today, stop, reflect. Are you satisfied with how you spent your time? Did you learn something? Is it going to last in your memories for the next 10 years? 10 years from now, are you going to say, I still remember it? I still learned and I felt in emotion and I felt satisfied? Are you going to feel like that? Because I don't got to watch TV shows for that. I got movies for that. I got fucking movies for that. Movies for that. I remember the movies I watched, going to a theater, feeling the memories, who I went to the movies with, who I watched it with. I remember that. I remember my friends at the time, who I don't speak with anymore, who may have moved on, but I remember being with my friend and watching the movie. Being with my family, watching the movie. And then memories that builds memories. That builds memories. That's culture. That's culture. So Netflix, Amazon Video, Disney Plus, ruined culture. Ruined fucking culture. Ruined fucking culture. That's what. And then I get to watch sports all day. I watch a 3-hour movie in the evening. Go to the movie theater. Watch sports all day. Watch sports the rest of the days. Watch sports the rest of the week. Don't gotta watch 36 billion TV shows that are zombie in, zombie out, zombie in, zombie out. Alright? So, my voice is spent. Hour-long video, one of the longest vlogs I've ever done. How fucking Netflix, Disney Plus, Amazon have fucked up cinematic culture. And the studios are tanking. Because it's about zombie shit. And a dick sizing competition for who can get the most content on their streaming site. Who can get the most content on their streaming service. Dick sizing competition. Waste the fucking culture. So, stay classy.